Hey guys, I just did a webinar. I wanted to do an update for those that missed it or weren't around this morning on the euro. There's a quick lesson here on going contrarian, and one of our trades in the euro this morning was kind of a tough morning. I was able to get out in a profit, like 600 bucks. But I was down a couple grand, had to work this position. So I think there's a lesson in here on the euro. Just wanted to point out a few things. We did well on pound yen, but it was a tricky morning on the euro. Um, but looking back, guys, it's always important to do your post analysis of your trade. So after this trade, I mean, I'm just naturally going back and thinking about what we could have done better or what I could have signaled better. And you guys should be doing the same on your trades. But right here, this is a perfectly fine setup on the short side. Okay, the trend was down. Whether you're looking at the 15 minute, the 30 minute, even the intermediate term was down. But from a day trade's perspective, anytime you cycle back towards pi, I mean, it worked really well here. So right in here, we started to go short. Nothing wrong with that. We traded it the way you should with the cycle. And sometimes this happens, guys. You'll have 30-minute trend, a 15-minute trend, an hourly trend. Everything is going this way, trend-wise. And then you get the 1 minute that just rockets. All right? And most of the time, I want you trying to stay on that 1 minute and 5-minute trend. So this is the 5-minute chart. You can see the band started to turn up. So between the TMS break and pi, as soon as we break the TMS, you got to think 200 or move back to pi, right? That's exactly what we got. Now, from there, it depends how you play it. You can go contrarian short into that average, but you should keep it small because the trend hasn't turned. What you really need to see is that this 8-period moving average do this. Then you have a nice trade, right? And what it did was just do this. So that's what's happening today, was this 1 minute trend went like this in the face of everything else. So that's going to happen around pi. Sometimes you're going to cycle to it and then go through it. And usually when you go through it, you're going to get big moves. This was a pretty momentous move because it trapped a lot of shorts, including us. All right, but one of the key things we did was when we shorted here, I said, all right, our risk is above here. And when we traded through here, I cut 80% of my risk, and I told everyone in the room you should be stopping here on all of it or most of it. All right, because if you get through there, then you're left with the situation where you're going to drag this short, and you're going to have to work it against the 1 minute trend. Now, there's a chance it could have came up here, failed, and then cracked the 8 and gone right back down. But the point is that when you go through here and you don't have a 1 minute downtrend, you're still going contrarian. Even at pi, you're still going contrarian. You got to play your size right. So cutting your risk here is a form of playing your size right, because your size is going to be small on the left-hand side of the cycle here versus this is the right-hand side, right? Okay, so these sales are my intermediate term. I covered here. Let me get rid of this pink. It's just harder to see. We covered here. And then I started reshorting up here in the 107. I just covered a piece when we came back down off of 107. But that was intermediate term. When we're thinking day trade, this was key. Now, what we could have done is flip and go long. Because do you see what you have here? You have a topping tail setup that gets taken out. This is a real money candle. We should have just flipped and went long. There's a BCI right here, got taken out. There's a swing line setup. There was multiple places to add here, and would have made what we lost here, would have made back in all this. Okay, plus with a couple ads, could have got bigger. So that was my mistake. Looking back on that, that was point to flip. But that's sometimes the choice you're faced with. You're going to go contrarian and see if the 8 turns over, meaning the 1 minute, or you're going to just go with the 1 minute. And if you just bring up the 1 minute chart, it's a clear uptrend all day today. All right. So now this is why I say position size matters. I was able to stay short. All right. And I sold more into here, light, got a little heavier here, covered, missed covering. I wanted to cover more down here, never got the break. Sold some more into here. Actually, I sold this tail and got the cover into these lows. I'm sorry. You can see it on the 1 minute. Let's see it on the 1 minute. So look how bullish this 1 minute chart is. If that's the only chart you brought up, you'd be like, Jason, you guys should have been long all morning. I don't disagree with that. But we played a contrarian into the pie, and then right here it didn't work. Right here he never broke. So pie on the 5 minute was right here. And you just never release to lower lows. And that's what happens when you're fighting the 1 minute. So most of the time you're day trading, you want to be with this 1 minute. So there was opportunity to get long here. You could have added. I mean, take profits, add. This would have been getting paid. And then topping tail, been out of your trade. So what you saw from me today was stop here, short, stop, take some risk off, stayed short, and then I had to do the tough thing, which was fading this. I had covering bids here. I couldn't get out. I think I covered a little bit here. But then I took advantage of this rally because at this point, the cycles were starting to get a little bit better. 30 minute and 15 minute. And we had this 107 level that was kind of key. So once we failed into it the first time, I wanted to sell into it. And I got pretty aggressive right here. Got my average up really close to the market and then covered into these lows and came out at a profit. So that's an example of you're fighting it versus it just would have flipped and gone long, would have been easier. But anyway, that's what I wanted to highlight today in the trade of the day. For those of you that missed it, for those of you that are new, this is the type of high-level stuff we do. This is all about going over your trades and reliving the trade. That's how you double your experience. You shorten your learning curve. So I'll just show you guys real quick what it looked like. Well, these are my covers this morning. Oh, that was from a couple days ago. Sorry. There's a pound yen trade. Much better. But here we had that same thing. We had the 15-minute cycle was rising. We had to cut the risk and wait for the 15-minute cycle. And then we started shorting up here. Totally different outcome when you wait for that 15-minute cycle. Here's the euro. So I came out of here with like 600 bucks. This short, still out of the money, selling right here. Was able to cover a little bit, but you can see I was taking losses from my lots earlier. And then this is where I got heavier and made made my money back. All right. So overall winning day for me. We had guys in the room and gals. We made money on pound yen. Some of them, a few of the traders struggled to get back to even on the euro, and that's what happens when you're fighting it. If you're against the trend, it's just so much harder. When you're with the flow, which we should have flipped and went with the 1 minute. And so just remember that, guys. If you're at pi and then you start to go through it, just stay with your 1 minute and 5 minute trend if you're day trading. All right. If you flip and go long and then it backs back through pi, that's fine. You can be able to get. There's an opportunity to get back short there too. Anyway, guys, if you like these videos, if you want to join our team, this is what we work on every day. This is how we get better. It's a team effort. So go to jenkinsrm.com, services, click here in the middle. This is our full access trading team. That's what you want. This is my real-time alerts product. This is just on-demand training if you don't want to join the team but you want to learn. And then again, I wanted to share this from one of my traders last month. Really proud of him. He's a good trader. He was trading small here, just first weekend of trading with me on the full access team, and this is the consistency he was having. And I went through. We had 19 trading sessions so far together this year, 2017, and 15 of them have been profitable. Yesterday was our first losing day. I lost $1,000. So 15 out of 17 winning days, and this is the proof. And this is what he was saying. My first full week of trading, JRM method, and this trader gets it. Very good trader. I'm excited for what's to come, and we're just getting started. So he's trading with 1/10 of his size, smaller lots, but he knows it's about the consistency. I mean, that's just fantastic. It really is. So, guys, this is what I'm helping you achieve, all right? So sign up. We'd love to help you, and look forward to seeing you in the room.